Hello and welcome back to Eddie's Veg Gardens. So this episode is I'm finally going to get these pumpkins and squashes planted up. So many are going into this bed and so many are going into the bed up at the top, and the rest are just going to go into tubs. So I'm just going to try and place them around the garden. Right, so what I'm going to do is just going to try and get these out now and put them up on the patio just so we can see what we've got. Right then, so we've got 11 of the butter bushes and we've got 6 of the porcelain pumpkins. So the porcelain pumpkins are going to go in the 20-litre tubs and the butter bushes in 15-litre. I think that should be big enough for those. We'll see. It may not be big enough, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just thinking now. No, we'll give it a go. Go with a 15-litre. And what I'm going to use for the compost is all my spent compost. So the ones that I've used for the cauliflowers, for the broad beans, and for the potatoes. What I was going to do for just normal rejuvenation of compost was say 30 litres of used compost and 10 litres of the farmyard manure with a handful of pellets. But for these, because they're a bit more hungrier, I may add a little bit more of the farmyard manure in as a ratio. So maybe about I don't know, 15-20 litres to 30 litres of the used compost. Just going to see how it all works out. Right, I've got a bit of planting to do, or potting up. Right, so that's the butter bushes. They're all done. I've got 2 spare red curry and 2 spare butternut, which I'm just going to let trail. They can take places around the garden where the potatoes are, and I've done the 6 porcelain, which were originally 4 down there, but I've got too many at the moment. So there's 1 here and 5 over there, and one of them already has a pumpkin on it. Hopefully the flower gets germinated, and it's looking good with against the courgettes. Right, so I've done the frame with the wire. It's marine wire, so it should last quite a few years. And we've got the jute 5mm rope coming down. So we've got at the front here, we've got 4 red curry again. There's a nice flower there, and I think that, yeah, there's another. This one's got 2 on already, and at each end we've got a red curry, and at the back I've got 4 butternut. So I'm really pleased with the way these have turned out with the wire and that. So hopefully, when they got the pumpkins on and the squashes on them, that in the heavy winds everything's all nicely supported. So we've still got some gaps at the moment. So what I'm going to do is put in some of the alderman peas, because we're not doing them against the fence anymore after last time. So I think that's enough height for them. And the red curry, I believe, only gets to about this height. I'm going to be proven wrong, aren't I? It's going to be flying over. Just a mass of them, but yeah. So we're going to do the alderman pea. So I'll just do you a little clip of that now. Right, so there's a bee just having a rest in the shade, and these are the peas. Right, so it's hopefully it's got. Oh, there's a bee already just going in there. you know, going to have this mass of yellow flowers, and we're not really a yellow flower garden. We like the pinks and the whites and the blues, but because they are actually veg, and you know, it's quite exciting. So we don't mind the yellows at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, we're really made up. Right, I'll show you the next one, and this is the second one. So again, this you know, we've got the stainless steel wire and the jute rope going down it, and yeah, it's really nice. I really like the way it's all turned out. That's just probably because I like heavy duty stuff, but we do get really bad winds here, and if this is full of fruit and everything's swaying and that, at least it will take the weight. This stainless steel wire can take a third of a ton, so it's heavy duty stuff, so it should last a long time. So what we've got at the back, we've got 4 Jill belittles and 1 at each end, and then we've got 2 red curry at the front with the cucumbers, which are still producing after they've been, you know, they've not been well looked after, so they're still surviving. And we've got space. We've got space. You know, I've moved the sweet corn, so we've got the sweet corn there and the Russian tomatoes there, and yeah, all the paths are clear. It makes a big difference. So again, I will be doing the alderman peas around the edges where the gaps are, and we'll see how they go as well. Right, I'll just do a quick close-up of the top one. Right, on this first one, I started at the top and then I did the bottom one, and what had happened is it pulled in the wooden stanchion, and so there's too much slack at the top. So luckily I bought extra wire anyway, so I was able to redo the top one. So yeah, I'm really pleased with those, the way they look. Right, so these are the 4 red curry at the front. All looking in pretty good condition at the moment. And now I'll just do a quick close-up of this one. Do the right, so the all the mini pumpkins, they're doing okay. They're flying along, and like I say, the cucumbers they've survived. Now what I did is, at the end of these, let me just get that back in shot. Yeah, I've got one clip at the top and one at the bottom, so it's just one continuous wire going along to that. So this one's pretty tight. This one's a little bit more flexible, the 2 intermediate ones, and so really I should have done one and then the second receiver there, just to make sure I can keep it quite tight. I've got plenty of room for it to still tighten up, so that's okay. Yeah, so look, we have clear paths as well, which makes a big difference. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, I'm really chuffed with these and the way they turned out, and well, I hope to see you again.